No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mike 42. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Check, crunch.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. It's complete. Javon Wims, the open man. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43.
First down, Chicago.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. Quick pass out to Miller. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on third down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Here's Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now Rodgers escaping the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Check. 26. Back north. Hey, Zoo.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams a strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the van. They control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel. 75 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Rodgers now on first down. He'll get this to Jake Kumaro. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. He oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, box truck, box truck. Watch the safety creep. Hey, ball.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Irvin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you try to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. He was looking for his running back Aaron Jones that time. But it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, 88. Mike's 59. I'm coming. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Hey, watch 59.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing again. Buying time to his left. And that's complete to Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On first down, Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's complete to Lewis. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
Let's go, baby.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Rodgers now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. On the move to his left. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And again, it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On second down, it's Cohen, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
180! Red, Hey, Haywood!
Squeeze, double up. Light 42, light 42. Watch the blood.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
18. Coming this way. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Trubisky on first down. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. He's at the 30. 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel. He scored on the ground and through the air, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone.
Fair catch made at the 25. We got this. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
On second and 12, Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Watch the run.
Get 300.
Go 58 to the mic.
Rodgers to throw on third and 1. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers to throw again. A throw caught by Kumaro. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Open man is Allison, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
Dancing to his left. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And they try to sweep to Jones. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Hey, Steve 6.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Dean Lowry in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Mike's 50. Watch the crowd.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Mike's 42. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike 42. Let's go. Whip.
Here's Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Back to throw. And two big plays, one after. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Rodgers throwing here. Steps away to his left. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And got his man complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And that's complete to Adams. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And a short kick, taking it about the 16.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.